Shout out to R5 Hauling and Junk Removal in Maryland for reaching out to us with a question. Good day, El Paso. Your local junk hauler here, Charlie, aka Dumpster Daddy. We are at home today. We are in front of the truck right now. We got some maintenance work to do. We got a couple questions that came through from the YouTube verse, so we're gonna address those today. Well, we're gonna address one of them, and it's about an app. But here we go, come along. All right, folks, so we are up here. We are at the Ford dealership where we purchased our truck, where we dropped off and traded in our old F-150. But we getting the oil change and they're looking at some other stuff for me. But while I'm up here, I always like to go do a little shopping. My wife is a Mustang girl. I keep telling her about the electric one. She's not sold yet. She prefers to have her little pony cars. Right there, she's a Mustang girl. Me, myself, I grew up, I was a sedan guy, or a luxury car guy. My dad drove Lincoln Town Car, Cadillacs, things of that nature. Right now he's driving a Hyundai Genesis. But anyway, I just like going up to car dealerships and dreaming. My wife told me the other day she wants a Lincoln Navigator. And I told her that I want to get a Porsche. So I don't know what type of Porsche I want yet, but I just know I want a Porsche. So we got our work cut out for us all the way around. We want toys. We want to do a lot of traveling. So Dumpster Daddy got a lot of work to do. Got a lot of trash to go haul, a lot of loads to fill up. So, but we about to get into it real quick. Shout out to R5 Hauling and Junk Removal in Maryland for reaching out to us with a question. While we're sitting up here at the Ford dealership, we're gonna get into it. We're going to show you how we do our invoicing. I'll show you the steps that we took from the beginning. I'm gonna pull out my iPad, go through Canva, go through how we built our invoice sheet, because I don't know, I didn't tell you, but we don't necessarily use an app for invoicing. We don't use what's them things called, Workies, Jobber. We don't use any of that. We do everything old school, manual. So yeah, let's get into it. All right, folks, so we have found us a nice little spot. It's a little sunny out here. They have some picnic tables, so I'm gonna have to leave the glasses on. But like I was saying, we're gonna get into Canva real quick, see how we came up with our invoice. So I'm gonna switch you on over to the iPad. All right, so we got the iPad recording. We're gonna go ahead and get in here, get into Canva. Oh, gotta hook it up to some Wi-Fi. Ugh. Need some Wi-Fi up in this thing. Turn on that hotspot. Yeah. So just out here at the dealership, at the Ford dealership, getting the truck looked at. So we're gonna jump into the question that we got from one of our videos from R5 Hauling and Junk Removal out there in Maryland. So we got the Canva all pulled up. Bring you in here real quick, show you what we got. So when we started our business, one of the first things we did, we knew we had to come up with some type of invoicing, some type of, some piece of paper to give to the client. So I don't have the original sheets in here. I do have some of the black and white ones that we used. I'll see like what we got. Raising Cane's here from what, January 2nd, 2022. So what was that? Dang, 2 years ago? Boy, look at that. Okay, so we just went into Canva. We played around in Canva. We put our name on there, Dumpster Daddy Junk Removal and Cleaning. When we first started the company, we did do home cleaning. We offered home cleaning services in there. We quickly, and I mean quickly, pivoted away from that. But now we just do straight junk removal. I will throw in some nothing major, but if somebody wants some tall grass cut down, maybe some thorny bushes or something come. I'm not doing no landscaping stuff like that. But in those instances, if that's what they're looking for, we do have the tools and things that we are equipped to take care of those type of jobs. But we jump back over here in the Canva, you can see now, this is our current invoicing sheet that we use. When we use this one, we originally went to Office Depot and we would get 250 copies made. We would get the carbon copy, so we would have the white copy on top and it will have the yellow copy on the bottom. When I get the truck back, I think I have a couple sheets left. I am going to keep some paper on hand just in case we come across a client who prefers that. But we have moved over to the iPad now. When we use the iPad, we still use the same invoicing sheet. Let me go back a minute, just so you know, when we do get clients that commercial clients, and we need to send them the invoice, what I was originally doing was taking a piece of paper, writing everything down on it, taking a picture of it. In Outlook, there's a way to take pictures and make it look documented. So we go in there, we'll do that, and I will screenshot that document, and I will either email it to the client or text it to them. So once we did that a few times, in 2024 we bought the iPad. Well, we bought it at the end of 23, but we bought the iPad, and now we go into the iPad and we write directly on the iPad the invoice sheet, and there I can hook it up, hook the iPad up to the Wi-Fi and send it to whoever I want to send it to via email, text message, or AirDrop if they have an Apple device. So that's how we do invoicing. We don't use Workies, we don't use Jobber. When it comes to scheduling, I pretty much hand schedule everything in through Outlook. When I worked at the Walt Disney World Company, one thing you had to learn to do, and it was ingrained in us, was be in that calendar. You need to know how to work your own calendar. You were your own secretary. So that's something that has transferred over into my own thing for me right now. As we grow, we'll see where we go from there. But yeah, man, that's how we do our invoicing. We text out, email out, and I'm like a hound dog, baby, when it comes to getting my money. Most of your commercial clients, they'll either pay by credit card anyway, and how we accept credit card payment, we use the iPhone. Now, we used to have, and we still do have it, let me pull it out real quick, through Chase. Chase is our bank. And we were using this card processor, and I still keep it on me, but now Chase and Apple have got together or whatever, and you can tap the card. If it has the tap to pay on the card, you can tap it right here through the Chase app on your iPhone, accept payment right there. But if you don't have it, then I would suggest getting this bad boy right here. Chase is our credit card processing company. When we were searching, when we first began the company and we were searching for a credit card processing company, we went through a bunch of different, marketing pleas or, people calling us, trying to sell us their service. But ultimately came down, the best deal for us was just working with Chase, the bank, our business bank. They had the best deal for us. I believe they charged 4%, 3.5 or 4%, whatever the standard rate is. And that's it. They don't charge us to use the app, the Chase app. Everything is, for our business, financial wise, is hooked up right in here. We got, what do we use? QuickBooks for our accounting. We do have an accountant, a CPA that we use professionally here in El Paso that helps us out with our books. And we have been working on getting all of our stuff together now so that we can work on 2023 income tax, hopefully with the purchase of the truck and some other things that we put in place, we'll be able to minimize our tax liabilities. But we'll see when we talk to our accountant, and then we're going to come up with a plan. So, all right, guys, that's all we got for that topic right now. Still got a couple things we're going to get into while we wait for the truck. But until then, see you in a bit.